Hey everyone, Jedi64 here, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about episode 4 through 6 of Star Wars Andor Season 2. Oh boy, so normally I talk about the story in like chronological order and stuff, but given how complicated this episode is, I'm just going to talk about all the stuff that I really enjoyed about the episode. So without further ado, let's begin. So, first off, I love seeing Gorman. Like, seeing the planet Gorman was just really cool, it's just a very cool, well designed planet. Like I love how they went with kind of like a France kind of like rebellious kind of planet. Like it just feels very cool. And I really like it. Like I love the way it looks. Like this whole set right here was built. Like minus the dome in the background, it was all built, and it's just so cool. I love how Cyril goes undercover for the Empire and like basically is trying to like get him into the rebel group to like basically try to give the Empire a reason to take over Gorman. So like, and he's unaware of that end goal. So like, it's very tense, and I just really like it. I love Cyril's mother throughout the whole like episodes. Like I don't know, I just think she's kind of funny. She's a complete narcissist, but I don't know, she's just a funny character. I love the leader of like the French resistance in this show. I mean, obviously it's not the French resistance, but it's heavily inspired by it. Like I think it's so cool how like they literally created their own language and got all French actors to play all the characters. And it's just really cool, and like oh, you can just see how much like effort like went into this production. It's just so cool. I like the scene where Cassian and Bix go shopping. It's kind of cool seeing like a Star Wars grocery store slash gas station. So that was kind of interesting to see. That was enjoyable. I love like how like Cyril gets like introduced into like the Rebel network, and like it's just very creative with him like putting a string on his door to like see if anyone's like sneaking into his apartment, and like oh, it's just so good. I love the scene when Cassian is like Cassian and Bix are arguing about like how their mission went south, and how like Cassian killed like an Imperial kid, and like he's like he was an Imperial threat. And he's like, we've all done terrible things for the rebellion. So it's like it's just very cool, and like I think it was just I don't know, this whole like there's just so many little moments in the show that like stand out and get paid off later, and like it's just so good. I just love it. I love this little Easter egg of pod racing, because I always thought pod racing was outlawed after the Phantom Menace, but I guess that was retconned, which I'm happy about because I think pod racing is cool. So that was really cool. I love seeing like Cyril break back into the, or like he didn't break in, he kind of just manipulated his way back into the Bureau of Standards office here on Gorman. He then contacts Dedro Miro, and like just look at the shots of Coruscant in this show. I mean, like it's just gorgeous. Like it looks like prequel level like CGI. Like oh, it's just so nice. I like their interactions, like him talking about the plan, about him infiltrating the meeting, and like oh, it's just so good. I just love it. Again, the CGI of Coruscant is just freaking beautiful, man. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, I just absolutely love the way like Coruscant looks. I love the interactions with like the undercover guy. He's like trying to make allies with all of like the people inside the ISB, and like he's basically friends with them. So like you can see it's just kind of inner conflict of just like, God, I can't believe I've gotten myself in mixed up in all this, because he has a wife and kids. So like it'll still be very interesting to see how that comes into play later, because this is a very intense show. So oh man, I can't wait for next week. I like seeing him interact with all the other ISB agents. I think that's just very entertaining. It's just cool. I love Dedro talking to her like former assistant from season one. He's all like stuck up now, being like, "I don't need you anymore, Dedra." So like, I thought that was pretty funny, and like, I don't know. I just think the whole scenes in the ISB facility is just so cool. And this is probably my favorite scene, and just like I love all the stuff with Mon Mothma. In like the first episode, I love the scene where like she's just going around trying to get senators to vote with her to like end the like prosecution that's like, and all of like the bad stuff that's happening on Gorman, and like all of the corrupt senators are like, we can't speak out against Emperor Palpatine. It's just not a good time right now. And she tries talking to the senator of Gorman, but like he's like, I am trying so hard to keep my people from doing something that'll make everything worse. And we see that's failing because the revolution comes in, and like they're gonna make everything worse. So that was very cool. I'm glad that we're starting to see more aliens in the show because, like, in season one, there wasn't a whole lot of aliens, so I'm glad we're seeing more aliens kind of spread out a little in the show. I love the scene where, like, the spy in the ISB, like, meets up with Luthen, and, like, Luthen's like, I need the end game. Why is the Empire so interested in Gorman? Because, like, it's just a fun mystery, and, like, I think it has something to do with the Death Star. So, like, I think they're after the minerals for the blaster coating that's inside the planet's core. So that's my theory on it. Because like it's going to tie into the Death Star. So it's like it's just so exciting. I just love it. I love the meeting of all the citizens being like, "We need to get the Empire out of here. It's just not working anymore. They're destroying our land." Because like basically what's happening is like the Empire is building what they are saying is an office building, but everyone knows it's like an armory, and it's casting a shadow on a memorial. And I'll talk more about the memorial here in a second. So anyway, Luthen comes to Cassian and is like, "I need you to go to Gorman and like examine what's going on and like help out these rebels and stuff." But of course, Cassian later bails because he doesn't think it's going to end well. That and he just works better with Bix there. So we then cut to Dakar, which, if you don't know, Dakar is the planet from the Force Awakens that the Resistance base is on, and like the fact that it's now Saw Gerrera's base, like the fact that they're adding lore to the Force Awakens, like, makes me so happy. Like seeing like Dakar getting some lore, because now whenever I watch the Force Awakens, I'll see, yeah, this planet was like a rebel base for Saw Gerrera back in the day. So like that's just really cool in my opinion. Like I just really like it. So we see that the kid is on Saw Gerrera's base, and like basically, I think Luthen sent him to like put together like a device that will like poison like the water holes and like dang it, what's the fuel that's inside of it? It's like a I don't know, it's like a kind of like poison in it. At least I think it's what's happening. I think he's poisoning the water hole, but I could be wrong. We'll find out later, I think. But anyway, basically he goes with a deal to like put it together for him, but then like basically he gets betrayed and gets held hostage by like Saw Gerrera being like, "You will leave once I get what I want. Teach this guy how to recreate and run this machine." And then like, it's just I love the tension. Like I just love seeing how like crazy Saw Gerrera has become. Like he used to be like a Clone Wars like hero on like Underon, and like now he's just a recluse trying to stop the Empire, knowing that he's not going to see the sunrise, just like Luthen will. I love the interaction with like Luthen and like the Revolution guy being like, "We need the files to get into this base to like find the transport system. We have to stop the Empire and like just expose what the Empire is really planning." And like it's just very entertaining. I really like the scene where Luthen goes to meet up with Bix because like she's been having like PTSD and like just struggling to sleep with like everything that's been happening. Like even a year later, she's still struggling. So like Luthen comes by, shows some compassion. Like he was originally going to ask her to go on a mission, like to separate her and Cassian, but like because like they're in love, so it's like I don't know. Luthen's a very complex character, all things considered. But like he shows compassion, and like I love in the interviews where he's like, yeah, I have to like kind of play it a little differently. So it's like it's a very well made scene. I really like it. I really like the safe house that like she and Cassian are in, like because it makes sense. Like of course the rebellion have safe houses spread out across the galaxy, so it's very cool. All right, time to talk about like the memorial. Basically, the memorial, for those who don't know, in Star Wars like comics or legends or wherever it's from, Governor Tarkin lands his ship on like a bunch of civilians that are rioting for him not to land, and it's a very dark like piece of Star Wars lore. So I'm very happy that like it ended up in the show because like I like that they respect the lore, which makes me happy. And they put up the monument, but the Empire's building the giant like armory that's casting a shadow on it, which everyone was part of the deal was that that was not going to happen. So like everyone's all upset now, rioting and stuff. I love Dedro and like Cyril's like just toxic relationship. Like I don't know, I just love these two characters. Like they're just both such toxic individuals. But I don't know, Cyril is like I don't know. I think he's on a path to redemption because I think he's going to join the rebellion by the end of this. Because like I can just tell he just doesn't like what the Empire is doing to Gorman. So like he's just very conflicted. So I think after the Gorman massacre, he's going to join up with Cassian and join the rebellion, which I think will be a cool moment where they set their differences aside and start working together. So that'd be very cool. I love the scene where Cassian goes undercover and like meets up with the daughter of like the big like French Revolution guy, and like he plays all nice at first, but then gets all serious, being like, "You don't know what you're doing. You've put everyone you know at risk. This is not going to end well for you." And then he just goes back to playing the guy, and it's just like it's just such a well made scene. I mean, come on, look at the set. Like this is none of this is CGI. This was all built. Like how amazing is that? Like this is why I love like storytelling and like filming, because like it's just so impressive, like everything that goes into it. Like it's just so cool. I love the scene where Cyril gives like the spider to like his mother, and like she just starts being like a narcissist and just making fun of him. So like, I don't know. He's just entertaining. I love the shot that we get with Cassian looking at the big armory building that they're putting together, where we see all the construction, all the ships flying about to like put it together, and like it's just very a cool looking building, and like oh, it's just so cool looking. I love the scene where he's like inside the shop talking to the French Revolution guy, and he's just like, "Is it safe to talk here?" Because you can just see how like not like ready for the rebellion and like revolution these people are. Because like Cassian sees how bad this is going to go, and like we know it's going to end very badly for these people. So how that's going to play out is still up for debate. I love the scene where like Cyril comes to Coruscant and is like, everything's going according to plan. We need this. And the guy's like, yes, you will have everything you need. And then I love how Cyril is just like, if this is the best day of my life. Me saying that, does that ruin the moment a little? So I just thought that was a very funny scene. So that was really funny. We see more of the kid with Saw Gerrera's group, and we see that like Saw Gerrera's team isn't treating him badly. We, and that's kind of foreshadowing to what will happen later. So I'll get to that in a minute. But we see that the one guy that like the kid is teaching how to run the machine is like, there's too many algorithms. I need to know what we're hitting first, so I can focus on just one system. And then Saw tells him that, and he's like, and we see like I don't know. I'll get more to it in a second. I love all the rain in this shot right here. Like the rain, the CGI, like it just looks so good. I just love it. I love how they tell Cassian their plan about getting the transport, stealing the weapons to prove to their people what the Empire is planning. It's just very well made, and it's just very creative. I like it. We then find out that like basically Dedrill Skolden has a bug put in his office because like Luthen and his assistant basically put a bug inside one of the artifacts that they gave him, which and one of the artifacts in his office is a fake, so he's going to have all of the artifacts like reevaluated, and they're going to find the bugs. And Luthen is like, "Are you mad? How could you talk me into this? We're drowning. Nothing's working. Everything's falling apart." And like, I just love the scene, like the tension. Like Luthen is just such a cool character, and like, I'm so excited to see how his story ends. It's going to be just so good. We then see like the kid being like, "All right, this guy's ready to go. Can I please leave?" And like Saw Gerrera's like, "Are you absolutely sure?" Just pointing a blaster at him, and like I just love it. But then out of nowhere, he shoots the other guy, revealing that Saw figured out that he was an Imperial spy, and is like, "We'll be long gone before the Empire gets here, and we will still attack the base that they know we're coming for." So then he like rallies the group and he's like, "Kid, it's your choice. You either come with us or you stay here to die." So then he's forced to flee, and like, I love the CGI of all the X-wings like just jump into hyperspace. That was very cool to see. Later in the episode, we see them land on this watery, like rainy planet, and like we see that they are in fact poisoning the water hole. I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening because like I think what it is like throughout the episode, like Saw is like talking about like the gas that's inside this weapon, being like, if you breathe too much of it, you'll start burning from the inside. and then he just starts to like convert the kid to like the dark side of the rebellion, being like, "You're right here. You're ready to fight." And he's like, "Just breathe it all in, kid. You're meant. Luthen's not here. You're here with me." And like the kid just starts breathing in the stuff, just being like, screw it. I'm joining Saw Gerrera's group or something like that. I don't know. It's a very intense scene. Like the way I'm describing it is not doing it justice, but it's a very intense scene. And like we see the kid just like slowly start to get corrupted into Saw's like rebel group. So that's gonna be very interesting to see more of him in like the later episodes. I love the CGI of Luthen's ship flying through hyperspace, and like it's just very good. Again, I love the alien designs that we're seeing in the show. I think they're just very unique, and like again, I'm very happy that we're seeing more aliens in the series. That's just very cool in my opinion. I love the scenes with Mon Mothma and her douchebag of a husband. And like again, the CGI is just freaking gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Look at Coruscant. It's beautiful. I love the scene where Cassian is like, "I give you everything," and Luthen is like, "Everything, failure, cowardness," and like, I don't know. I just love all the scenes. Honestly, these episodes are just amazing. Like they're just so good. Oh, we then find out that like, dang, oh yeah, Professor. No, I don't remember his name. I thought I did, but I don't. I mean, I know what it is, but I just don't remember at the moment. Anyway, basically, the professor that tortured Bix is now getting his own institution, and like the spy finds out about this and tells Luthen, and then he then sends Cassian and Bix to go like stop him and stuff. Anyways, that's a very cool scene. I thought that was funny. Or there's a funny moment where like the guy is like, "It's an honor, sir." "An honor? It's an assignment. Calibrate your enthusiasm, please." So I thought that was funny. We then see dang it, what's her name again? Can't remember her name. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me mad. Oh yeah, so basically Cinta goes in Cassian's place because Cassian bails, and then Vel meets up with Cynthia, and they like, cause they're in love, so like, there's a lot of tension. She's like, "Yeah, no, things this last year has not been good for me," so that was cool to see like them interact together more. So that was nice. And then we see like the ISB guy talking to Dedra, being like, "You're on a very thin line, Dedra. Seer must never know about what is really going on." And it's just very intense because even he doesn't know what's going on. I love the scenes with all like the French rebellion, and like they're like, "Listen, you need to follow orders or things are gonna go wrong," and things do go wrong. I love the scene with Mon Mothma, like with all the new senators and like everyone there, and like they're all like chanting, being like, "We pledge our allegiance to the Empire," and like Mon Mothma like starts to say it, but then she doesn't finish it, and like she just hates it. And like we see this guy giving the speech. I'm surprised it's not like the blue guy that like I don't remember. I know what his name is. I don't remember. I'm surprised it's not the blue guy that's like Emperor Palpatine's like advisor. I wonder if that was originally in the script, but they just decided not to go with that. So I don't know. Missed opportunity to see him again. I don't know. So yeah, we then see Mon Mothma head to the party where we then meet up with Bail Organa, but like it's not the Bail Organa actor, it's a different actor. And I have to say, while it was cool to see Bail again, the actor just does not look the part. He just does not look like Bail Organa in the slightest. So that was just a very poor casting decision. Like, I don't know. He just does not look like Bail Organa in the slightest. So that was just very weird. I love this, like, room in the ISB with all the computers, the massive computer screen. Like, it's very cool looking. I love the tension in the scene as they're, like, as Cyril is, like, spying on the rebels as they, like, steal, like, the transport. And, like, it's just very cool. I love Mon Mothma where she's like, "I haven't heard from my cousin." Because, like, Vel is, like, Mon Mothma's cousin fighting for the rebellion. And, like, she's like, "I care for her." So, like, that's just a very cool scene. Like, I love all the scenes in, like, the party. Like, I love, like, Luthen's assistant talking to the spy in the ISB being like, "We're flirting. There's nothing wrong with that. Do as I say and everything will turn out fine." I love the scene in the collection where we see I just love the scene where Mon Mothma realizes that oh damn, Director Krennic is here, and it's just like I just love the tension as they argue over the politics of everything. So it's just very cool. We see them blow up the transport, well, they don't blow it up, they short circuit it so it crashes, and then Vel jumps off the roof, hits another detonator that electrocutes it, and the driver inside passes out, and then they start stealing all the stuff, all the while Seer and the ISB are manipulating everything in the shadows. I love the scene where she's trying to get the bug out of the artifact, but it won't come out. We then see them stealing all the weaponry and chucking it down the sewer area where a bunch of rebels are at the bottom to pick it up and toss it in the transport. It's just very good. I love her just putting the key that was on her outfit, trying to get it to come out, and then it won't come out, so you just has to force it. And again, I just love Mon Mothma and Director Krennic interacting. It's just so good. I just love seeing Director Krennic more in this show. It's just so good. I just love it. I love the ISB guy how was this is suicide. I'm walking away, and then she just puts her hand on his hand, being do as I say, and it's just very intense, and I just love it. I love how she starts to pull so hard, just trying to get it out, that she starts to bleed a little. I just love that intensity. We then see this one kid, this one little idiot, who brings a blaster to the fight when he was ordered not to, and we see this other civilian who clearly has anger issues, being "Oh, get out of my way! I'm gonna be a part of this. I don't give a crap." And he's points a blaster at him, being "Listen, sir, you must leave. This is not a right time." So they start fighting, and then a blaster goes off, and Cinta gets hit, and she dies. And it's just an accident, but that stuff just happens sometimes. So it's just very emotional and just a very death in my opinion. Because this show is just very raw and real. So it's I'm glad that they gave her character a good death. So that was very cool. I like how the guy who clearly has anger issues is what have I done, and then helps get her body on the transport. So that was nice to see. We then see after they finally get the artifact out, they like Luthen's assistant completely forgets the story in shock, and then the ISB guy is yeah, no, this artifact is this, and it's just I just freaking love it. I keep saying I love it a lot in this video, but it's true. I love this show. Is that a crime? Anyway, I love how cereal because he's always eating cereal, is just exhausted after witnessing all of that. He just slumps down and be oh, that was a lot. The Fuzz show up and they escape in the transport, and Vel is just talking to the kid who's crying over what he's just caused, and he's you get to carry this now. It's like skin, you can't take it off. Knowing that the kid's already gotten the karma he's deserved just by causing this to happen. So it's a very dark and sad scene, but it's just very well made, and I love it. Oh, and this scene is pretty funny, but I like how as Luthen and his assistant are walking out with the bug, and he's we should have killed Krennic while we were up there, and they both laugh as they leave, and that was just pretty funny in my opinion. Oh, I love it. Oh, I also really like how Vix goes with Cassian and finally gets her revenge on Dr. Gorse. See, I remember his name. His name is Dr. Gorse. See, I just need to see his face to remember. She puts on the device that he put on her in season 1, and he just starts screaming. So that was fun to see him get some karma. I like how as she walks away, she feels more confident. It feels like she's finally letting go of that trauma and finally getting closure. She'll as she walks away, she just shoots an Imperial trying to stop her, and then the episode ends, the third episode ends with Cassian and Vix walking away from the complex, blowing it up. So that was very satisfying to see. Oh man, this was just a great free episode, man. Like, we got 2 more releases to go. Next week will be free episodes, and then the week after that will be free more, and then that's it. I'm so glad that they're releasing them as movies. It's making the watch so much more fun. Like, it's just so awesome. I love it. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me ranting about how much I love Andor. So, may the force be with you, and I'll see you all next week. May the force be with you, and have a good one. Bye.